If you're a regular on my channel, you know I'm all about lifted vans. Here's my lifted van, and I spotted one and I had to pull over to film it real quick. Look at this thing. It's a lifted Honda Odyssey. This thing is nice. Yeah, man. I like all lifted vans. You never see a lifted minivan. That's cool. Cute Tacoma. Nice little rooftop tent. But I'm all about the vans. Jeep Wranglers, Toyota Tacomas, and 4Runners have become so common in the overlanding adventure vehicle genre that they're kind of boring now. Even only for fans e-girls have gotten into the genre of talking about adventure vehicles, and they talk about Wranglers, Tacomas, and 4Runners. So when I spotted that lifted Honda Odyssey, I thought it was cool because it was something different. So I looked up lifted Honda Odyssey and found these guys, journeysoffroad.com, and they lift all kinds of vans and Mini Coopers. So the cheapest choice among all these vehicles is the Caravan. So let's go ahead and virtually build a unique overlanding vehicle on a budget. So let's go ahead and look at this first. I'm going to show you guys a 08 Dodge Caravan, but just for context, here's a 2008 Toyota Tacoma, $17,000. So that's what a 08 Tacoma costs. They're very popular right now. So when we look at an 08 Caravan, look at that price compared to the Tacoma, $5,500. This is the nicest, cheapest one I could find. Very nice condition. I've always liked Dodge Caravans because my parents rented one in 2011. My parents, my sister, and my dogs, we went to the Grand Canyon. The stow and go seats are great. I sat here, my sister sat here, we folded the back seat down, and my dogs were in the back. I'll never forget that trip. And in 2008, they rented a Kia Sedona. So ever since then, I liked minivans. I like both of them, but I just like the space efficiency of the Caravan. If I did a build, I would do a rooftop tent. I would make it my summer camper build and make it a daily driver. And it's big enough where I could still sleep inside of it if I'm camping at Pilot, Rest Area, Cracker Barrel. So there you go. There's a price, $5,500 compared to $17,000 for a similar year Tacoma. The reason I'm going with 08 is because they have a $550 3-inch lift kit. So 08 to 2020. So $550 plus $5,500, we're at $6,000 right now for an overlanding vehicle. So right here it says up to 29.5-inch tires. So when we look up stock Dodge Caravans, they have 225, 65, 16 tires. So tire size calculator, 225, 65, 16. They have 27.5-inch tires. You could go up to a 29.5, so that's a 245, 70, 16 to match it up with the lift. So here's some tires right here, some Westlakes for a set, $559. So we're at about $6,600 right now for an overlanding build that's different. Of course, you're going to need a cool front end enhancement. So I found this. This costs $350. And we'll go ahead and that looks like a Chrysler Pacifica, but it's the same thing as a Caravan. There you go. There's your front end enhancement. I also found it on a different site for a little cheaper, $280. So what are we at? About seven and some change. So add a rooftop tent, that's $7,000 or $1,000, under $9,000, easily under $9,000. With the front end enhancement, with the lift kit, and a rooftop tent. So Yeah, these are super popular now, Forerunners, Tacomas, Wranglers, but there's so many of them, man. You're like everyone else if you do it. See, that Honda Odyssey that I spotted was so unique. I had to pull over. I had to go. I was going to Walmart. That was at the Home Depot parking lot. I had to park next to it and film it real quick. It was so cool, and that inspired me to want to do my own lifted minivan build. And I will do a lifted minivan build once my channel hits 20,000 subscribers. I will use my additional funds to do a lifted minivan build once I hit 20,000 subscribers. So if you're seeing all these lifted Tacoma, Wranglers, Forerunners, overlanding vehicles, you see them every day. You see like 20 of them a day, and you want to get into the hobby and you want to do something different, consider this. Consider a lifted minivan build. Before we leave here, let's go ahead and look up Honda Odyssey real quick. Okay, Journeys lifts 2005 to 2017 Honda Odysseys, and here you go, 2006 Honda Odyssey right there for $5,800. So similar price to a Dodge Caravan build. I know Siennas could be had in all-wheel drive along with the Astro van, but they go for more than what a Caravan or Odyssey will go for. So if I were to do a minivan build, I would go budget. I would go under 8 grand, easily under 8 grand to have a lifted minivan overlanding build. But there you go, there's the Sienna. I know these are sought after for the all-wheel drive along with the Astro vans. You could also get Siennas in front-wheel drive. But yeah, there it is, man. If I were to get a Honda Odyssey instead of a Dodge Caravan, I would get that cool red emblem that I saw in the one I spotted. So that definitely inspired me. I always liked minivans. Right now I'm all about the big vans, but once I saw a lifted minivan in person, I want one now. So I'm telling you, once my channel hits 20,000 subscribers, I'm going to go for it. So give this video a like, leave me a comment, subscribe, and once I hit that number, you're going to see me do a minivan build, lifted minivan build, and all the knowledge that I have from my 2 van builds, I'm on my second one right now, will be transferred to a minivan build. That'll be a cool daily driver and something different in a sea of Wranglers, Tacomas, and Forerunners. This looks awesome, even among Jeeps and other lifted trucks.